was a program on the Fox and the Showtime networks called It's Gary Shandling's Show. We're always glad to have this man back with us on our program. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Gary Shandling. Gary. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks, my pleasure.
And I'm sorry that your show is no longer on the air, but I know that you had a great run and you enjoyed it, and you're on to other things.
Now, why were they laughing at that?
I don't know. It was a sincere
What am I left
expression.
out on?
No, I was trying to say, but I know that, it was a great show while it was on, and we're going to miss it.
Well, your show's still on, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. Hard to tell from night to night.
Well, thanks. Yeah, we're all done. We did 72 episodes, and now I'm trying to decide what I want to do next. But it left me a lot of time to do other things, and
sure.
That's what.
Well, that's important.
I'm writing a book. It's called More Satanic Verses. Kind of a cute title. And then I get to do, now, the last time I was here, this is my most frightening moment of the whole summer. The last time so I'm watching your show.
Right.
I'm on, it's like 10 after 1 in the morning, something like that, and I'm watching, and it was a rerun that I was on, but I didn't know until I came on. And I fell asleep while I was watching myself. I went, oh my God, is this what the audience thinks? And I was in that half-conscious state, where you can kind of hear what's going on in the room, and this guy's whining about his girlfriend and his hair, and I'm going, this is a nightmare, this is a nightmare. And I woke up thinking, oh, it was just a nightmare, and then I looked at the screen and it was real. It was me. It was that horribly long story.
You hear the voice of somebody who you find very annoying, and it turns out it's yourself. I've gone through that here.
Yeah,
right here. Every night I do that.
Okay. Well, then you know exactly what I mean.
No, but you were telling that story about going to the White House.
Oh, please don't bring that up again. It was so long, and you know it, and then you reran it. It's sort of to slap me again.
No. It was...
No, it was, let's not discuss it. It was too long.
It was long, but it was funny. It was rich. It was dense with comedy.
Oh.
Very, very funny.
You're lying, but thanks anyway. I'll tell you, the oddest moment I saw on TV was the MTV Awards. Did you see the MTV? Because I picture you waiting until they're on. The MTV Awards. Oh, can't talk to you now. Yeah. Ooh, I hope the Paula Abdul video does well. So Madonna does this number. Did you guys see the number Madonna did on the video awards where this male dancer comes behind her? It was one of the most bizarre things I've ever seen. And he's behind her. He puts his hands on her breasts,
right?
Okay,
right.
And holds them there. Yeah. I don't mean he didn't touch them. I'm not lying. I swear. He held them for like he didn't let go. He held them for. This is not. I'll tell you how long he held them for. All right. He reached over and he held them, and I turned and I went, hey, everybody! He's got his hands on Madonna's breast. Get in here! Somebody get in here! Quick! Call somebody. They're still on there. Go get a camera. Get a camera. That long.
Oh, my God.
Exactly.
Man. Now, you're obviously stunned by this. I would have been stunned myself.
Longer than I've ever had my hands on anyone's breast, if I may say. So, well or not. The other weird thing. I never watch TV. I never
so now you have
watch.
plenty of time to do that.
I watch this show.
Again, I don't know what they're doing.
They misunderstand your attitude.
Yeah, I know.
We know that
I'm
you
trying
mean
to be
well.
supportive
No,
here.
you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
are.
Thank you.
So I'm watching this cop show. Now, see, I like your show. I watch your show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So,
now, why don't you boo him?
Because they know I mean it. They know I mean it. Now, so I like Cops. I like this show where they show the real life.
Oh, yeah. I've seen one of those. They follow police around on their little activities.
Not like a series where it's a fake thing, you know.
It's all real.
So it's kind of interesting, and I marvel at how the cops really never seem to react as though they're on TV. They act natural.
They
except
go on about their business.
there was one moment that I saw for the first time where a cop acknowledged that he was on the show, and he was slamming a guy's head onto the hood of a car. And as he was doing it, he just turned to the camera and went... It was like the oddest thing I'd ever seen.
Well, that's pretty exciting.
Well,
All right, we have to do a commercial, and then we'll be right back here with Gary Shandling. Ladies and gentlemen.
A split with the sound guy.
Did anything good happen there?
I did get a number here.
That's
Pat.
good. What is it?
Vicky,
Good.
976.
Okay, Andy. No, you'll get a recording, I promise you. Well, listen, better luck next time, and you might as well come on back. And it
Okay.
seems to be a
Thanks,
hopeless
Pat.
case. Sure. Nice having you here. Tony, Telma, Joyce, thanks a lot. Tony, Orlando, and Dawn. Terrific, as always. Las Vegas. Who are you playing? Desert. Okay, great. Thank you. Tim and Daphne Maxwell Reed, Snoops. Starts this fall, Friday night. Good luck. Also want to thank Dan Miller, of course, and Tom Scott and the
on a date with a woman who didn't talk through the entire dinner and wore a ton of makeup, and turned out she was a mime. But I didn't know right away.
Yeah, well, you're probably nervous being the first date and all.
Easy to break up with her, though. It was just kind of like...
So, how do you like being in New York? You're originally from the Southwest. You're from Arizona, right?
Well, yeah, and it's I'm from Tucson, Arizona,
Yeah.
and, you know, it's been, quote, hot here while I'm
It's
here.
been unseasonably hot
Well,
for
that's
us.
what everybody talks about. It's like 85. I mean, I grew up, it was 125 degrees in Arizona.
Wow.
Our dog ran by once and just burst into flames, you know.
You should have had him fireproof. Did you have him fireproof?
No, he had, we were stupid enough to have those wooden shingles on him, and we thought we were going to have to start a backfire on the cat, as a matter of fact. But dry heat, that's what they actually say. They say 125 degrees dry heat.
Yeah, you can take more of that than you can the moist heat.
Yeah, is that true? So is a welding torch, if I'm not mistaken, dry heat. People go, yeah, light that thing up and run it over me, but keep that wet flame away from me. It's the humidity that gets to me. So, now my dog, well, you have dogs, huh?
Yeah, not anymore.
As of 4 o'clock this afternoon?
No,
What do you mean?
no, about 3 years ago.
Well,
Got to be a certain age, and, dogs don't last as long as humans last. Oh, that's a good sign. The audience is now grieving. No, he lived a long, full, rich, happy, healthy life. He drove. The dog drove. He could actually... But I love dogs, and I know...
Dogs can't actually wait to get in. There's the oddest thing. They can't wait to get in the car,
Yes, that's right.
but they can't wait to get out of the
That's
car.
right, yeah.
I think you could leave one door open, let them in, and leave the other door open.
Yeah.
And they would just get in there, go, we're in the car, we're out of the car.
Yeah,
And you wouldn't have to go anywhere.
that's right.
My
But
dog-
you have dogs.
My dog, I have a golden retriever, actually, and a female. My mother, who owns a pet shop, actually wants to send me another female, because she said 2 females get along, which I've never seen in life,
Yeah.
but all right, you know. I'll end up with 2 dogs going, nice collar. Oh, boo, there's a... Which will bring us to the relationship thing in a second. So my dog, I'm home in L.A., and the Fuji blimp goes over, which I've never... Have you ever seen the Fuji blimp?
Yep, the big green and white striped
Now, have
Fuji
you ever
film
seen
blimp.
it at any sporting event? I don't know what this thing... I think it's spotting land for the Japanese. I think...
Just shopping.
I think it sees a vacant lot, and they call Tokyo. So the Fuji blimp goes over. Now, my dog, you never know what a dog's going to get spooked at. And sees the blimp. It's like 300 feet with the whirring blades. The dog freaks, right? It's 1-year-old, dives under the coffee table. That's where dogs think they can protect themselves, under the coffee table. So, and won't come out for like 3 hours. And like you, I love animals, right? So I have this dog underneath the coffee table who's just looking up, thinking the blimp at any point is going to dive into the living room, right? It's a beautiful study in panic behavior because the dog is safe but doesn't know it, right? So I get a milk bone because I don't want to leave the dog underneath the coffee table for like the rest of its life.
You want to comfort it.
I want to comfort it and coax it back outside.
Yeah. Help it through the trauma.
I couldn't have put that better. So I have the milk bone, which is what dogs live for.
Yeah.
And I'm coaxing it outside. You know, you can keep it like 6 inches from her face, and they'll keep moving along. And I'm leading her outside. The second she gets outside, she just starts looking up again.
Right.
You know, figuring
Still
the blimp.
scared,
There's like permanent damage is what I'm afraid of. So I figure I'll take her to the park. She'll forget everything at the park as dogs going crazy. You can just say the word park, and a dog flings himself against the door, right? My dad used to spell it. He'd say, we're taking the dog to the P-A-R-K.
Yeah.
The dog figured that out, but my brother didn't know where we were going, right? My brother's going the P-A-R, and the dog's going, sound it out. So now, I'm the only guy walking a dog at the park that's looking up.
Right.
The dog's at the park looking up. Now, all the other dogs start to look up. They're going... And I'm walking along going, I'm not going to look up. And damn, I couldn't help it. I looked up, and all the other dogs laughed at me.
Oh. All right. We're doing a commercial. Gary, good to see you.
Good to see you, Dave.
And I'm glad things are going well for you, and come back anytime. It's Gary Shandling, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.